French Microbrand Radial is coming out with their very first model, the Atmaus. And this is a fresh look on the pilot watch, full of very interesting details, a very nice movement, some fresh new design, and some very nice new elements. Let's hear all about it. As you can see, all the elements from the pilot's watch are here, from the Arabic numerals to the big dial opening to the plain but very readable hands. We have them all here. Yet the interesting part about this watch is that it is not copying anything. You can see, of course, elements from the classic pilot watches from IWC to a little bit of Flieger even here. And I spoke to the founder and the conceptor of the watch, Julien, who is a very well-known French YouTuber, who works in the field, is passionate about aviation. He wanted everything here to be specifically made to reflect the needs of pilots. First of all, the really readable dial. You wouldn't believe it, but this watch is only 39 millimeters in diameter. But it looks much bigger because the dial is so large, and that is due to the fact that the bezel itself is made from two parts. One very thin, almost vertical, polished part, continued by a striated section, which reminds us of the name of the brand, Radial. Continuing with the case, it is only 11.7 millimeters in height, and that is even with the domed sapphire crystal on it. If we go to the dial, there is of course the Arabic numerals from 01 to 11, with of course the date window at 6. And there's loom application pretty much everywhere. The loom is not extremely potent though, although it will be better on the production versions. There are two things that surprised me the most about this watch, apart of course from the size in relation to the dial. First was the fact that Julien used the Sellita SW200 Swiss-made movement here. Usually at this price point, microbrands will use a Miyota 9 series or even an H35. But here he went for the very good and very reliable Swiss calibers, and I was impressed on how accurate both of them were. They were pretty much perfect, spot on. If all the versions are like this, I can just absolutely commend it. And the second part, which is associated to this first part, is the price. Because for a watch with all of these features assembled in France and with a Swiss-made movement, during the Kickstarter, the version on the FKM rubber strap will cost only 599 euros, which is a really aggressive price. I don't know if I have heard of a watch with this movement at this price point. Nothing actually comes to mind. Maybe you can tell me in the description below if there's something at this price point with this SW220 movement. Anyway, the Kickstarter is ongoing, and it finishes very soon on the 5th of November. So if you want to get this watch, pay a visit to the Kickstarter. There will be a link in the description below. Thank you so much for having checked the video. If you made it through here, it is possible that you very much enjoy either French watches that you will have in this playlist or pilot watches that you will find in this playlist right here. So thank you very much, and I'll be seeing you very soon. Goodbye.